Hi Cookie Runners and welcome back to Project Trackday. It is now time to head on to the streets of Toronto, and looks like we're inside. Let's go to get right straight in to Independence Street Circuit. Looks like we're gonna be getting inside of the new F1 Grand Prix car, and it's now the beginning of Cars 2 reference. Now as you can see, we're going to be going inside of the Grid 2 for the F1 season in the streets of Toronto. So it looks like we're going to be going inside and prepare for hurry list. If this is absolutely going to be night, and before we're going to be seeing for the first time in the streets of Toronto. If this game is not absolutely loading out, well then. So it's not going to be taking around for this long. I think it's absolutely getting a little bit too long. It's going to be very far. Not isn't it that is going to be taking for too much. I thankfully that the midnight racing reference should be going to be even here. It will be taking for a little bit long. Now here we go. Welcome to the Independent Street Circuit of Streets of Toronto for as well. Inside the streets of Toronto, we absolutely have any other different absolute tracks for just something. The 24-hour time as well is absolutely still pretty unworking. So it looks like if I'm just going to be seeing around by using an absolutely, for one thing, inside the streets of Toronto, this is absolutely isn't big, isn't it? So it looks like other kinds of streets of Toronto, we absolutely seen like this. I remember from Fixellen, so it looks like Fixellen absolutely found these reference. And this is my garage as well. We can operate some F1 cars, and it's time for the qualify by using an F1 car for just a little bit strategy. So I can't make an absolutely try to look like this thing. So I just gotta be moving all the way for this one as well. Let's jump all the way out here. As you can see, the sun will be setting against literally right now. It's a beautiful late morning. It's not a beautiful late morning as well. So it looks like we're going to be checking out the formula and variants. Let's try to start with the Ferrari or something kind of for a Canadian for a proper way for the F1 cars. So it looks like we just absolutely spawned this out. And let's change to sequential transmission, and we'll be trying against out. If this is not going to be necessary all the way to the streets of Toronto, let's see the lap times whatsoever. So our very fastest lap times must be very too much. Inside of the streets of Toronto, maybe this is the Cars 2 reference. Like the F1 Cars 2 reference that we're going to be going up here. And the traffic has closed down the traffic in the city of streets of Toronto as well. Getting inside of the city, which means we'll try to go all the way for this out. And this is not my Shure. It's some kind of midnight racing that I just hit the wall. And that wasn't pretty hurry for just as much. By using some other GP2 cars, this is absolutely going to be taking a little bit for much corners I can. It should be going to be taking a little bit low as well. Not even possible as well. As we're going to be taking all the way down into it straight. I can see the GT4 got smashed in. And we'll take it all the way around to top speed. It gets a little bit closer. And taking for just a little bit slow. Go all the way up here. Into this under 1 minute and 10 seconds, just like it's gonna be taking a little bit down. Some kinds of ads for this billboards of this one thing, so I might gonna be using for some mouse control and press B for the onboard view. So it looks like we're gonna be taking a little bit slow and not trying to make things a little bit straight. So we're gonna be taking a little bit this out and not trying to go all the way down into its front. And as you can see, this is going to be way more hard for me. And this is how it's got to be so really hard than what I ever expected. Now you're going to be using around for 6 gears. The first sector is 2 seconds long. Absolutely always keep on hitting the wall. But it looks like this slowest corner was absolutely pretty insanely bad as well. So it looks like I can't able to remember about the same mistake all over to this place. Because if I just gonna be learn something, whatever is out for this, I really might able to don't know. If I just gonna be seeing in this video, we're gonna be doing this once again. But maybe in the next time that we're gonna be doing this out, maybe even for next earlier today. But it looks like we're gonna be going all the way down into its front, making all the way for 1 minute and 10 seconds. that should be might able to get pretty slow. That's 2 seconds ahead. Now we're gonna be upper-handed against for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Now let's blast for this ether. And making for this 1 minute and 14 seconds. We're taking for just a little bit slow into third gear. And about to hit down to second gear. That should hit the wall for very much as well. And I'm gonna be taking for this very good. So it looks like it's absolutely pretty hard for me. And going on high speed is not for just very possible as well. Let's take around for it slow but even. So it looks like we're gonna be taking a little bit slow. What absolutely means that must be the slowest corner that we ever seen for this gonna be gear 1. It looks like that sounds like the slowest corner, whatever it is. And but acting like the F1 versions of this one, and because of this, absolutely gonna be taking all the way up here against this all restrictions of the F1 street circuit. So this is gonna be about to go all the way up here. And looks like that was absolutely pretty not it for just something like us. This is absolutely gonna be going pretty wild as well. By 180 miles an hour. That's going to be taking a little bit slow until it's not going to be very fast as possible. Looks like we're going to be hitting around for the gear 1. And one absolutely, that must be the sunset. And taking for another lap time as well. And as you can see, 1 minute and 12 seconds. We're not even close. As you can see, that must be the sunset over here. I might never going to become whatever that they're going to be using for a mouse control as well. So absolutely still using for against roll. 0.033 seconds. Looks like we're just absolutely going to be taking for the fastest first sector. So it looks like we're going to be heading into use the gear number 1. I think we're just absolutely going to be going inside of the race mode. So, but the first time of the race mode is we'll be taking around for this strategy, and we're going to be taking around for race mode. All of these players are going to be using for race mode for just a little bit. So all they have to do is go and get all the way down into its front. Keep on throttling and hit the wall as even though it's possible, then we're losing amount of seconds, but unable to get a really fast lap as well. So all you have to do is going to be trying again and making all the way for this really fast as well. And it looks like we just absolutely make things a little bit worse, but 1 minute and 12 seconds, 0.897 as well. So it looks like we're just going to be taking a little bit once as well. Another race should be able to stay up a day, which is absolutely using gear 1, and we're gonna be doing as Francesco Brunoni as well. So that sounds like a rally cars too. As we're gonna be getting down into this roll, and the next thing is gonna be slowing down over here. Now it looks like we're just absolutely taking a little bit slow. Oh no, we just absolutely made for this major mistake all over to this one place. It's just like the Macau circuit as well. And because this is absolutely pretty not big so well. So is this going to be taking for a little bit as well? I'm not pretty sure this is going to be taking all over to this giant speedways as well. And we're going to be taking onto this straight. We're going to be taking all the way down into its second. By not hitting to the slow button, I guess. Looks like we just absolutely made for a lose another second. And made for another mistake. If this isn't the fastest lap times as well, I'm not pretty sure. I'm not very good at this moment. So it looks like 1 minute and 10 and 1 minute and 12.630. So it looks like we're just absolutely staying for a little bit slow. I'm not going to be trying this again, but either in the high speed, I'm not going to be crashing again. But a little bit for this time, we're going to be taking for a little bit for this really fast. And before we're going to be making onto this one strategy, but this is absolutely going to be taking a little bit possible as we're going to be slowing down into this other kinds of this one. So I made sure that I might going to be going out of breath and using the gear 1 as really possible as well. And the perfect timing without oversteers and understeers. Maybe we might able to lose some grip as we're going to be making this far and getting all the way to the third gear as well. And it looks like we just absolutely have 1 second away. And because this time we'll be absolutely going to be taking around for this necessary 1 second ahead, and it's not going to be taking for as fast as possible. If this isn't really good as well, I might going to be slowing down a little bit for this time. So looks like we just have that for this really in a proper way. And looks like we're just absolutely taking for a little bit for this one. 1 minute and 11.764 without going to be knocking out for this one. How about this? that was gonna be very impossible as well, did you? We have slightly gonna be back in the garage, because since I have a huge corner cuts as well, because going back is absolutely pretty terrifying as well. So looks like I'm gonna have to the end of this video, but this time it will be gonna be something a little bit very special at this one. So looks like we're gonna be choosing another F1 variant, and we're gonna be choosing Francesco Vignoli as well. Now we just absolutely spawned one car, and we cannot able to do like this. As before we're gonna be making onto this lap time, we might not sure that we're gonna be doing this for the last 2 laps. We never came for this far. As before we're gonna be making to the straight, I might use the chase cam and enabled again for once again. So it looks like we're just absolutely taking for a little bit much lap times whatever. So even though it looks like the lap times wasn't even gone too far, I'm gonna be taking on to this long way and onto the onboard view. As you can see, the sun sets. It won't be absolutely gonna be moving the sun all the way over here. It looks like we're gonna be not even close. Now it looks like we're gonna be down here and hit the wall, smashed all the way down here. It looks like we're just absolutely 1 second ahead. We're just going back into neutral. It looks like we're speeding all the way to gear 2nd or gear 3rd. So we're going to be taking on to the 2nd one as well. And we're not able to get all the way up here without using any throttle everywhere as well. Because it puts me in nothing as well. It's not going to be taking for a round here. Now let's talking about for slow down all the way to 1 minute and 10 seconds. How about that? The fastest lap time should be going to be taking a little bit slow. It's not even possible as to take for start braking as well, using by the gear 2. It looks like we're going to be even almost possible. And let's see the lap times we absolutely wanted to start here. So it looks like we're just going to be doing for our fastest lap times. We don't even absolutely want it to say. Looks like the reference, I found it there that I tried to start braking over here. Looks like we're going to be taking on the gear 4, the gear 5 as well. And we're taking on to this blaster for over this one. And we're going to be taking on down for inside 0.4 seconds behind. Smash down the wall. It looks like we're going to be taking about the slowest corner. About there's something I cannot able to do outside anymore. And because of, due to something of our very bad luck, because I slept forgotten all the way down into its 1-3. And because this is absolutely very impossible, that was so hurt. I'm not very sorry about this moment. And because of this, due to exactly situation, 0.8 seconds behind. So it looks like we just absolutely, oh my gosh, what the hell is this one is gonna be taking for very, and that was very close. Only 1 more lap to go. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be heading back into the pits. Not that I'm just gonna be taking a little bit close. I mean, this is too much for just for me as well. So looks like I'm just gonna be jumping out of the vehicle, and we'll end for this strategy. Not I say that is just gonna be jumping out of this one. So let's get back into the garage, and we'll end for this straight. So that is all about for today, and it's not pretty working as well. If it does work, I think this is absolutely going to be taking for a little bit, using for an LMP1 cars, but I can't able to use from, but maybe next time that I'm always been in the level 64. So if you like today's video for this video, that was pretty terrifying that I started to get bad at English. But for now, I'm started so bad at English as well. And because I got ruined by the useless siblings, I was going to get down for this far. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you like that circuit against Midnight Racing reference in Streets of Toronto. So all you have to do is, I'm going to be saying, for just not saying goodbye for this one. So all you have to do is, I'm going to be seeing you all later into this video that I'm going to be seeing you into the race mode as well. So this is TurboConcept signing off. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. As always, that I'm going to be seeing you into our next video, which will be TurboConcept signing off. Over and out.